Oh my god, I forgot I'm on mic already. But hello and good evening. Welcome to another Minecraft stream. I am extremely tired right now, so I sound like a freaking zombie. But it is 10 p.m. I don't have an hour and a half ish until I go to bed. So we're gonna go ahead and hop on the good old Minecraft and play. We're gonna hop on Hypixel, get a few games of Bit Wars in before I head to bed tonight. Whoa. Uh. Huh? Like, dude, I don't even play a lot. Like, this is. Hold on, I'm getting a call from my manager. Let me mute real quick, chat. Hypixel appeals. Uh, I don't even have a Hypixel account. I just play Hypixel. I'm gonna try to rejoin Hypixel again. Please. This is so weird. Oh my god, I'm crashing out. Whoever is that one other person watching this, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? How to handle suspicious activity account blocks. If you've been blocked from Hypixel due to we understand this can be frustrating and confusing. This guide will why these blocks secure how to put why was I blocked? Before the block account can be removed, we need to create an appeal and go through a recovery period. Create a Hypixel forum account. Okay. You know, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show the stream this as I work on it, cause what the heck? What is going on? What is Hypixel doing, man? Can a dude just not like play video games? I also found out I was working this Saturday all day and Sunday all day, so I'll be pretty busy. Um, maybe miss graduation, but I have to text my friend. Um, okay. Oh my god. This is like I'm already tired, and it's making me. Hypixel is. I use. I love Hypixel, and they do so many things right. But what is going on here? 213 DCC B9. Delta Charlie Charlie Bravo 9. What? 213 Delta Charlie Charlie Bravo 9. 213 Delta Charlie Charlie Bravo 9. Oh my god. What is going on? I am not trying to access nuclear fucking codes. Like my social my freaking Texas DMV website has less security than this thing. I have linked my fucking Minecraft account to Hypixel. I have confirmed my fucking email. What is going on? No, I'm not punished or anything. Why was my account blocked due to security? Hypixel.net/security/block. Okay, here I am. Oh my, this is so frustrating. Dude, dude. I'm going to absolutely flip out. 1, Bravo. Charlie Foxtrot Delta. Charlie Foxtrot Delta. 09 Alpha. 09 Alpha. Link. No, do you understand that you can't comply? Yes, do you understand the server rules? Yes. MC Hypixel net. And the flight tracker's still not working. Oh my god. What the? Who is doing this? Who is like, it's depending on the strength of intellectual property rights. Indeed it is. And you know what? That is a great discussion to have if it wasn't a day like today. Um Congratulations. Um yeah, you're smart. Why are we copying and pasting into here? What are you doing? Is this Alex? This has to be Alex. This has to be you. I'm over here trying to read the Hypixel Redditor section, and you're just over here doing that. But you know what? You do you. Um, you do you. Ah, yes. The debate. Wait, this is not the right one. This is the least stupid updated one. The one that didn't work in El Paso. Are you on the document right now? What in the world? What in the world are you doing? Why is he just looking at like why is he just looking at these documents? This is Alex Mario, by the way, my fellow champion in CX debate for the one other person watching this. But like, first enforcement for IPR is weak and inconsistent. Kurt lost. Yes, yes, I agree. We wrote this. Of course, I agree. What music? Oh, I didn't. Oh, the Minecraft music was on. I didn't even realize that. I didn't even realize. I had my computer muted this entire time. I'm still waiting for my Hypixel band to get like fixed. What do you mean we? We wrote this. Me and you wrote this. The whole innovators cannot innovate, that first line was my line. So since Bed Wars wasn't working, we're gonna go and hop on the Hive. Um, because Bed Wars wasn't working. Wait, the Hive Java was shut down? Huh? I didn't know that. What? I didn't think the Hive was shut down. You wanna hop on stream? Call me on Discord. We'll hop on stream right now. Call me on Discord. Oh yeah, he's right here. He's right here. He's right here. Uh, Let me get this guy on stream. Hello? Oh, I have push to talk on. Hang on. Let me turn on push to talk. They can't hear you right now. They can't hear you right now. Hold on. Hang on.
Funding for the USPTO establishing and enhancing enforcement against
They
violators and
can't hear
extending.
you yet. Chill. Okay, you're good.
Just watching your stream, bro.
There's one person watching. That's probably you. Not
The
gonna lie.
United States federal government will significantly strengthen domestic intellectual property rights by increasing funding for the USPTO, establishing and enhancing enforcement against violators and extending
Wait, wait,
public-private
wait, wait,
partnerships
wait,
for
wait, wait,
online
wait. I
IP
gotta time
protection.
you. I gotta time you. You gotta reach. You gotta reach 8 minutes.
All of it?
I gotta time you. You gotta go through the whole thing. All right, start whenever you're ready. We're timing this guy.
Okay. Opposition ready?
Opposition's ready. This is so good.
Scores?
Yes.
All right, here we go. We my phone's at 1%, chill.
Get this guy out of here.
Oh, dude, right.
I'm actually gonna pull up the case. I'm gonna question him because you know what? Might as well turn this hypixel
Oh
ban
my god.
appeal length into like uh a
Creators
debate
want to
practice
innovate,
session.
innovations are left unprotected. Creators want to create their own creations are sold in a successful and thriving economy transparent to American principles is dependent on the strength of the IPRs. We begin by defining terminologies common to this debate. Copyrights is a legal right given to the original or assigner to be able to publish, perform, print, film, print, or record material, and the ability to authorize others to do the same. IPRs shall be referred to as intellectual property rights, referring to the legal protection for such material. Trademarks are set on. I'm rusty. I'm rusty, Ethan. I haven't done this in a minute.
I'm gonna. Your time's still running, bro.
Whatever. Now, judges, our debate today should be evaluated on which side best meets the following criteria. First, we must be able to foster economic growth. Second, we must encourage innovation. And third, we must ensure that we are protecting the people in our economy, so be it. We first observe our harms and inherency. The status quo currently fails to adequately protect domestic IPR for the following reasons. First, enforcement for IPR is weak and inconsistent. Current laws leave businesses and individuals vulnerable to theft and exploitation, be it digitally or physically. Second, the USPTO is heavily overwhelmed, especially through the extensive backlog for patent approvals. This could delay innovation for years. Next, current IP protections harm American small businesses and entrepreneurs, taking a hit on our economy. The domestic and global climate crisis remains unsolved and requires encouragement of private sector investment for green planets to rapidly innovate in new research and development. We mandate that the United States federal government will significantly strengthen domestic IPR rights by funding by by increasing funding for the USPTO, establishing and enhancing enforcement against violators, and extending public-private partnerships for online IP protection by allocating an additional 500 million to the USPTO, we will hire a number of patent examiners and upgrade systems to significantly reduce the backlog of over 700,000 pending patent applications by hiring 1,667 examiners. Exactly, we will be able to reduce the backlog from 700,000 to 416,750 patents in 10 months. And by fiscal year 2027, that backlog shall be completely eradicated. Funding will come from reallocation of fees that are currently collected by the USPTO over the next 5 years, so there is zero taxpayer burden. The USPTO currently collects over $3 billion in annual fees. This policy will ensure that the USPTO revenue stays within the agency with no congressional interference. The DOJ will establish an intellectual property protection task force to prosecute IP theft and counterfeiting aggressively. This unit will receive over 250 million annually through the Department of Justice's Asset Forfeiture Fund, which collects over 1.5 billion a year, and fines from IP violators, increasing penalties on our large-scale operations to finance enforcement. Lastly, a public-private partnership expansion will be in place for online IP protection. The U.S. federal government shall partner with Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Meta to develop tools to detect and remove counterfeit goods and pirated content in real time. This initiative will require $100 million of a technology grant fund, drawing from the $4 billion annual budget for the Department of Commerce's trade enforcement. The Department of Commerce shall oversee admission of corporations within the public-private partnership if they are deemed worthy to combat counterfeit waste products. We next mandate that our agent. Oh, what the heck? Yo, Sophia, I'm on stream.
What's up, chat? Hey, Shauna is in the chat. How you doing, Shauna? We're just waiting for me to get unbanned from Hypixel, so in the meantime, me and Barrio are practicing our CX case. No, it's not even due till next year. In the kitchen. But I'm waiting for her to come back. So I mean, let's review. I mean, in a CX round, in any given CX round, right? This is cross-examination debate. We're gonna turn this into debate now. In any given CX round, you're gonna be given essentially the affirmative speaks first in any CX round, and Barrio just spoke. So if you guys look on screen right now, I'm flowing with him, and I'm using the briefs that we have purchased, to, I mean, get the or
What's going on?
to give the DAs. I'm explaining to like Shauna and the stream pretty much how CX works, like how I
Did you?
flow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like
Did you hear any of my stuff?
no. We were using the brief
None
to
of it?
no. Or like what do you mean? Like did you talk about it? Did the
Yeah, like I was
Oh yeah,
giving
yeah,
you
yeah.
constructive.
Yeah,
Did
no,
you not hear that?
the I'm flowing on stream with the stream right now. And then for those of you who are joining the debate camp ran by the Win Institution. We'll have all of this information, and me and Alex will be doing the same thing we're doing right here. But look, check this out. So we have the flow, what he said so far, and then a response to everything, every single thing he said. So you can continue, Alex, and I'll ask you the questions, cause you're gonna suck, cause you're rusty as fuck.
I'm kind of rusty and I'm not gonna stuck. Let me just fucking let me get some water. That's all. That's all I need. We next mandate that after fiscal year 2027, when the USPTO backlog shall be eradicated, the U.S. federal government under the USPTO shall establish a green technology fast track program and a green technology patent price system, similarly to USFG public-private. Damn, I'm rusty. Did you hear that? Public-private online IP partnership. The Department of Energy shall partner with innovators, corporations, and startups to augment implementation of national green patents. Innovators in green technology who demonstrate measurable environmental benefits may qualify for strategic patent extensions or licensing adjustments under a controlled framework, encouraging continuous innovation while securing public benefits in climate resilience and renewable energy. The USPTO will establish an annual fund of $50 million to reward high-performing green technology patents based upon environmental impact, commercial viability, reduction of carbon emissions. This prize fund will be financed by a combination of USPTO excess fee revenue after the backlog is cleared and a carbon credit trading scheme managed through the Department of Commerce. The Department of Energy will evaluate the environmental impact of green technology, ensuring that innovations align with national climate mandates. Hence, we provide a detailed timeline of innovation for the next decade and beyond. By fiscal year 2028, we launch our green tech fast track and prize system, and by fiscal year 2030 and beyond, we intend to process at least 3,000 green patents a year. The next absurd modernization of commerce in the American market leaves no other choice but to strengthen the status quo. In order for the United States to uphold its influence in the global and domestic sectors, we must rely on stronger protections to defend crucial cornerstones of government efficiency. Next, e-commerce has no strong federal oversight, which risks counterfeiting in a key area of the domestic market. We first contend innovation is threatened due to weak protections. The affirmative contends that the status quo discourages innovation and creativity through weak protection. The International Intellectual Property Alliance states that piracy and counterfeiting causes over 15% of revenue to be lost each year across creative industries like film, art, music, etc., resulting in a devastating financial loss worth of billions of dollars. I'm gonna stop there because like anymore.
You know what, buddy? I have a few questions for you. What does green patents have to do with anything when it comes to your patent case law?
So it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with, I guess, the establishment of clearing the backlog of overwhelming patents. It's more about setting a mandate that creates better solvency for current events and makes the federal government, of course, stronger and safer.
So how does I mean, wouldn't it take more money to take away the backlog instead of take away the current USPTO backlog than just doing new and better reform? Why is USPTO even a question here when we could just do better?
Are you suggesting we dissolve the United States Patent and Trademark Office?
I never said to dissolve the USPTO at all. But I would say, why are we wasting resources and money on the USPTO when
So
we
we're not
could
actually
be we could
wasting.
don't you agree
We're
that
hardly
intellectual
wasting
property rights are more
resources.
don't you agree that intellectual property rights would be more important if we just expanded through trademarks, patents, and copyrights instead of focusing on only one?
So our plan focuses on this specific sector. So, like you said, we're adequately providing our resources. If we went into all three of those issues stated on the resolve, it'd be a greater burden on the federal government. We're doing a great job by removing this backlog, which, like I said, allows us for future innovations.
And you said that this would actually help small businesses. How exactly would it damage small businesses in that there is now too much competition and therefore a business cannot grow?
Too much competition damages small businesses.
Too much competition for sure damages small businesses because
Okay.
if multiple businesses are able to um for lack of a better term monopolize on this and be able to
So,
pour patents, i.e. patent trolls, are able to pour patents in, wouldn't you agree that that would actually cause damage to small businesses?
so let me answer the question. The United States proudly champions that we're the land of opportunity, and any business is able to foster depending on how great they're able to innovate. We incentivize the ability to innovate more and more within our federal government, and especially through our plan. If you're worried about, I guess, these large corporations like Apple, Google, Amazon teaming up and becoming major dominators, like you said, a monopoly, don't fret. Like, we're just giving them the materials to be industry leaders. Many people in their sectors already see them as industry leaders, and if we're helping them prevent, I guess, the flow of counterfeit goods, or like you said, patent trolls, we just create solvency that stems from the bottom up all the way
So
to the
your
lowest
plan,
businesses.
your plan also solves patent trolls.
I believe so. I didn't finish my case necessarily when I got into patent trolls, so I can't necessarily answer that question to its fullest, but I believe we can by ceasing counterfeit goods to the greatest of our capabilities.
Okay, I'm gonna take 1 minute of prep.
Oh, we're not taking prep time, bro. I'm gonna go take a shower.
Fuck you.
When?
What? This is live, bro.
How many people are watching?
Did you hear that, Shauna? Did you hear
Hi,
that?
Shauna. Hi, Shauna.
We would like to agree with the affirmative definitions on all of their points. However, the status quo is currently somewhat proficient for protecting intellectual property rights. Current protections under the Patent Act and Copyright Act already provide creators with reasonable security while allowing for innovation, which means the affirmative case is just uh overly unnecessary and therefore we cannot use it. The current system is already functioning adequately for protecting intellectual property rights and does not need significant overhaul. While enforcement can always be improvised, existing systems like the USPTO and copyright protection mechanisms already provide a strong foundation for creators. According to the USPTO, the current patent system processes millions of applications annually and grants thousands of patents per year. The proposed strengthening of protections may actually hinder innovation
This is
by
still
creating
ChatGPT.
no, no,
Hilarious.
it's not. It's Baylor briefs.
Is it?
Look, I'm typing on stream. I'm flowing and working on stream.
Right.
So it's mailer briefs. Like you can see the split. Can you see the split screen?
No, I'm not looking at your screen right now.
Oh, my stream's
Okay.
not even on the screen.
Uh, your plan sucks because we're not actually over exaggerating anything. We're literally just reforming the
Okay, wait, wait,
current
whoa.
department.
Let's talk about the
We're just
negatives.
reforming the current department.
Let's talk about the negative small business protecting small business thing. According to Trum Win, My dad. No, I'm just kidding. Trum Nguyen is just a random person that wrote on the Bailey Reeves. The recent patent reform bills have insidious effects on small businesses. The proposed legislation ensures small investors will never be able to get the best innovations to market by imposing fee shifting joinder, loser pay, pay to play, covered business method, CBM, elimination of post grant review, estoppel, disclosure of all. Oh, I'm starting to sound like the TFA kids with these
No,
briefings.
not really, because you're saying a bunch of stuff that isn't even true. You're just getting big words. Like
No,
you
this
can't
is
even
just
correlate to my case.
this is
How is
no,
hiring
no, no. What
people
do
to the
you?
U.S.
No, 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 no.
gonna make
You stated in one of your contentions that your patent protection reform actually somehow protects small businesses. I'm talking about how this does not protect small businesses using evidence directly from Yu Mei Gao and Christine Stephenson from the Baylor Briefs. So this directly correlates to your case because
well,
one of your contentions, you claim to Americans as a policymaker that you are protecting small business when in reality you're not.
okay. So we of course agree on the fact that small business do battle with, I guess, IPR overall, whether it's through IP theft or like trying to get a proper like claim the innovation. Small businesses do struggle with that, right?
Right.
So our plan handles, I guess, the part of IPR which most small businesses actually battle with. 42% of
Wait,
small businesses,
what part in your
42% of
plan,
small businesses.
what part in your plan helps small businesses have at least $5 million in the bank to cover infringing costs for patent applications? What part of your plan makes patent applications cheaper for small businesses so they can actually compete? Because not every small business has $5 million in their bank.
No, of course not. I don't expect every single. I don't expect hardly any small business to have $5 million in the bank, right? And our plan doesn't necessarily focus on that, but we do help small businesses out on is like I guess the enforcement of proper IP regulations, right?
How are we gonna
Prevent IP theft, which takes
how are we
millions
gonna
in
enforce
preparation.
IP? How are we gonna enforce IP regulations when the IP itself is impossible to reach due to ridiculous prices set by our government?
Possible?
These are impossible
Can you?
prices.
Do you have some basis?
Okay. So
Oh shoot!
like I just
Hold
said.
on, I just cracked my phone.
Oh.
Hmm.
Like
Keep going.
I just said, in the Yu Mei Gao card from the School of Finance at the Central University of Finance and Economics in China, and like I just told you, the provisions will make smart inventing companies toxic access to investors, making investors not even invest in a small business in the first place. Small inventors will likely need at least $5 million in the bank, not for their own use, but to cover infringer costs. And just by logically deducting it down, we know for sure that not every small inventor has $5 million in the bank, and you agreed with that previously in the questioning.
You have a question?
Huh?
You have a question?
You asked the question. I just answered your question.
So you
Bro,
Okay,
we're
so
no
what
no
are
no
you
no.
saying? That patents cost
My
like a
question to
million
myself,
minimum
my
to
question to
apply for?
myself is where
No,
was
because
this energy
you're
at
making no
TFA?
sense.
Where was this energy at UIL, bro? Where was this energy? Why couldn't I have this
Where
energy at
were your
UIL?
okay? Where are your facts? Like, so are you saying that every single patent costs $5 million? I don't think I believe that.
Small inventors will likely need at least $5 million in the bank, not for their own use,
Okay,
but to cover infringer costs. Quote Yu Mei Gao, School of Finance, Central University of Finance and Economics in China.
okay. So let's actually weigh in the economics of this, right? So 5 million to file a patent, 5 million to
No,
what?
they need $5 million to cover infringer costs. This includes application, this includes filing fees, legal fees, etc. This term right here, litigation can be expensive for small businesses, and we both know, not even in patent, but in any other law, litigation is expensive for businesses. We both know that. And so
Mhm.
your plan does nothing to address the price of the patent, which, yes, your plan would help theoretically in a world where the price of the patent is lowered and the applicants are able to apply, but in this case you're doing nothing to address that.
Mhm. Wait, hold on. Prep time. Prep time.
Okay, buddy. Okay. You said no prep time. What the hell?
You took prep time. Hold on. Creation, insurance, liberation. Uh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
What do you mean? Do you want the page
So
number from the Baylor briefs?
I like literally just quick Google thing. It says for small and medium-sized enterprises, the average cost of patent litigation can be around 1.5 million per case.
Right, but
Okay.
what about the processing fee and the legal fee, right? That litigation is the fee that allows the business to apply in the first place. We have an application fee, we have the law firm that they're using. I mean, if I just copy this small paragraph from the Baylor briefs immediately into Google, let's see what it spits out for me. Why patent
Like,
reform harms innovative businesses? Right here, first like result coming up. It says it right away.
Jesus Christ, I was gonna put that in your story. Okay, look. Um,
The reason right here, this article agrees directly with Yu Mei Gao's finding with the number $5 million.
wait, pause time out. Do you have pictures of Mia Benitez?
Uh,
Do you know who Mia Benitez is?
I do know who Mia Benitez is.
I need it for her senior post.
I don't have any pictures. Have you tried her Instagram?
Gosh, diggity darn it. I'm not. Should I just like rip photos from her Instagram?
That's not. I don't think that's cool
I asked.
though.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I asked Alexa. And
As a national, you know who would might have it?
Hurry.
Serena.
Good point.
They're wrestling buddies, I think.
Oh, yeah, they are wrestling buddies. I think.
Where was this energy?
United States
Where was this
Federal
energy?
Government. We were running off 1 hour of sleep, bro.
Yeah, right now I'm running off of like 10.
Yeah, no, I'm about to fall asleep. Okay.
I started on the case for what is it
Hey,
called?
LD. I think we should do an LD tournament, like a Switches and Giggles. Like Alexa wanted to do one.
A what? An LD tournament? For fun?
Hmm. Yeah,
What? For fun is crazy. But
I'm
yeah,
gonna do that right now. Ah,
I'll be open to it. Where is I'm looking for I already started on the Arctic. That's why I'm looking for it right now.
oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go shower.
Here it is. You know what a policy lens is? I just found out about that.
What's a policy lens?
It's like tunnel visioning in on the policy, which makes the negative unable to pretty much speak about like anything else. You know, like if like you know how in state how like we were talking about patents that some girl brought up like trademark and copyright.
Kind of.
By
Oh yeah.
focusing on a policy lens, the framework is to analyze and evaluate that policy proposal by our proposal only. So adding new
Aren't you
information,
supposed to do that shit naturally?
yeah, but like by say policy lens, we pretty much lock it in.
Oh, you get a little hard from that. The judges get a little break.
Did I get a little what?
The judges get a little break.
Uh, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
It's all good.
I don't do all of that freaky stuff, you know?
Mhm.
But
So are you
yeah.
gonna be like at school tomorrow?
Yeah, no, for sure. I have to say bye to everybody.
Yeah, yeah, some shit, some shit,
But I might not be at
shit.
graduation.
Right,
I just got scheduled to work from 9 to 12. I'm from 9 to 9, 9 to
bruh.
10 that day.
Hey,
FaceTime me though.
you're not gonna be at graduation.
Huh?
You're not gonna be there.
I can't.
Get your bag.
Are you gonna FaceTime me? You gotta FaceTime me. Mario! Bro left me. Um, I guess that's an end to the stream right there, guys, because there's literally nothing I can do. Um, I try my best to get the appeal through, but didn't work. So peace out, people. Have